we met up at John's flat and we would just kind of work on songs intermittently throughout that year until we kind of assembled a collection of enough for a record, really. And we had no real idea how it was going to sound or the way it was going to go, but I think the freshness about that appealed to the three of us because we've all worked with different bands and different people over the years, so there was something quite new about it. And I think the record is very much a debut, and after it was released, we pretty much toured it on and off for about a year. This is kind of the last few shows for it, and it's changed completely. The songs and the dynamic between us, which we obviously just didn't know beforehand. So I think the next record we do will be quite different.
On a drunken boat, I weave my way through the lanes where I used to live.
Yeah, well, I mean, John and Kris are traditional folk musicians, so it's always going to be kind of. And they're the ones that write the music. I'm writing the words, really, and the melodies. So my melodies can be kind of bring it into a slightly different territory, but I love folk music too, so it's a Scottish folk record, really, and that's the kind of records we will probably make. Although I think that just by virtue of the fact that everyone's kind of freed up a bit from what they do normally, we can kind of take it anywhere, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Like people aren't, like with Idlewild, people expect the record to sound a certain way. With Kris's band Loud, it's the same sort of thing.
I know the street has a dream of its own.
It depends on how much money we have, what the fee's like in terms of how many people we bring. Sometimes if it's just a modest fee, it's just the three of us, and it's quite a different dynamic to when we can get like an accordion player and a bass player and stuff. But that all costs money, so it's got to be a kind of a. So the festivals that we did do over the year were quite they varied quite a lot, because sometimes it would just be the three of us, sometimes it would be 5 people on stage. But they're always good,
Yeah.
Folk festivals have got great atmospheres.
Yeah. And do you feel the songs change, different size of venues?
Yeah, I think certainly certain songs, it's the same with Idlewild, certain songs lend themselves better to small clubs, and certain rooms sound better in songs sound better in bigger places too.
Yeah.
Your eyes, they lie about what they've been told.
It goes in waves, doesn't it? I mean, some people are interested in. So one year everyone's interested in acoustic guitars, next year everyone wants distortion pedals. So I think with my attitude to it's always been you kind of do what you think is good, and other people are bound to like it. Maybe not millions of them, but there'll be a certain amount of. If you're convinced that what you're doing is quality songs and you're playing good concerts, people will respond to it. And I don't mean that it might be on a huge scale or a small scale, but whatever scale, I think that.
Yeah, I suppose you can say outside the Idlewild records as well. They've changed over the years, they've sort of changed the sound as well.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's always been people interested in the band, and that all gives us confidence to carry on.
Yeah.
That we're doing things at a certain standard that people really do react to it.
Until they shine like silver and gold.
I really liked Dylan's new record, and I also liked Vetiver's album.
Yeah.
And Devandra Banhart's a great album. And I enjoyed the XX as well, that was good. Yeah, I listened to a lot of music, so yeah.
Yeah. You find yourself listening to music actually?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I listen to music all the time, it's my passion really. So.
Yeah.
And there's no use for your body, and no use for your soul.
Just being at home,
Yeah.
Not doing anything really. We're not playing this year, which is good.
Yeah, get rest.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be another record for you from this next
I think John, Kris and I are going to work on an album next year, but I don't think it will come out till the following year. But
So are you touring with Idlewild next year?
doing some shows with Idlewild, and then I think we're going to do some concerts again, the three of us. So
Yeah.
next year's going to be more concerts than gigs. Concerts and recording, yeah.